Athletic Bilbao 0-3 Manchester United. Ruben Amorim's side have 1 foot in the Europa League final after a flurry of first-half goals and an intervention from VAR. This was supposed to be Manchester United's toughest test this season. Ruben Amorim's hapless side, grubbing around near the basement of the Premier League, up against Athletic Bilbao, 4th in La Liga and with the best home defensive record in Spain. But United put their domestic woes to one side to produce their best display of an otherwise wretched season and plant 1 foot in the Europa League final, back at the San Mamés Stadium on May 21st. When United can play as fearlessly and fluently like this, it beggars belief that they have lost 15 times in the Premier League this season and are currently languishing in 14th place. But Amorim's side remain unbeaten in Europe, with 8 wins and 5 draws, this latest victory edging them closer to the final and a ticket to the Champions League if they lift the trophy. There was a carnival atmosphere in Bilbao leading up to kick-off, with it being a bank holiday in Spain and fans lining the streets throughout the day and adding to the sense of anticipation. But in front of their frenzied and passionate fans, Bilbao fell flat, United taking full advantage to render next week's return leg at Old Trafford little more than a formality. Yet United will not need reminding they conceded 4 goals in the previous round to trail 4-2 to Lyon in extra time, before staging an epic late comeback to win 5-4 and go through. That close call means Amorim and his capricious players will not be taking anything for granted between now and next Thursday's rematch at the Theatre of Dreams. Casemiro set United on their way to victory with a header, then 2 goals from skipper Bruno Fernandes, the second from the penalty spot, saw United race to a 3-0 lead by halftime. With Bilbao down to 10 men following the 35th minute dismissal of defender Danny Vivian, United cruised through the remainder of the game. Amorim warned his players to expect an intense opening, with Bilbao pressing high and their noisy fans making the stadium as hostile an environment as possible for the visitors. But they came through a testing first 20 minutes, in which Andre Onana executed a fine save and Victor Lindelof cleared off the line, before taking control, the opener owing much to an unlikely creator in Harry Maguire.
Maguire picked the ball up on the right, twisting and turning Mikel Jaureguizar inside out before crossing into the box.
Manuel Ugarte flicked the ball on and it was met at the far post by Casemiro, who headed into the net. United's night got even better when they were awarded a penalty, following a VAR review, after Ramus Højlund was pulled back by Vivian as he tried to turn the ball in. Referee Espen Eskes was sent to the monitor and not only gave a penalty, but showed Vivian a red card for denying a clear goal-scoring opportunity. Fernandes took the spot kick and coolly rolled it past Julen Agrazabala to give United a 2-goal lead, with Bilbao down to 10 men and mentally shot to pieces. Fernandes made it 3-0 on the stroke of halftime, Ugarte producing a sublime flick, sending the United captain surging through before picking his spot with an assured finish. Bilbao are nicknamed Los Leones, the Lions, but it was United mauled them in their own den, with a place in the final and a ticket to the Champions League if they can win the Europa League, within touching distance. Harry Maguire praises Manchester United teammate after Athletic Bilbao win, "He was everywhere." Man United beat Athletic Club 3-0 in the first leg of their Europa League semi-final at San Mamés on Thursday evening. Harry Maguire lauded the performance of teammate Casemiro after he starred in Manchester United's statement 3-0 win over Athletic Bilbao in the Europa League on Thursday night. United put 1 foot in the final of the competition with a superb away performance and result in the first leg of their semi-final showdown at San Mamés. Despite having to withstand their fair share of early pressure, United found themselves 3-0 up at halftime following goals from Bruno Fernandes, 2, and Casemiro. The latter opened the scoring with half an hour on the clock, heading home after some superb play by Maguire, before Fernandes converted a penalty and then stroked home a third just before halftime. Casemiro, who was reunited with Manuel Ugarte in midfield, was excellent in the engine room, winning 4 tackles, completing 4 clearances, completing 84% of his attempted passes, and he had 109 touches of the ball. "I think Casemiro was brilliant tonight," Maguire told MUTV. "I definitely believe he was the man of the match. He was everywhere and he scored a crucial goal as well. I think the header was a lot more difficult than he made it look. There was spin on the ball from Manu's header. It was a great, controlled finish." Maguire also hailed United's work in both boxes, adding, "I think first and foremost, we were more clinical. In recent games we hadn't been clinical enough and we hadn't defended our box well enough. Goals change games and goals win football matches. They started really well, the intensity of the stadium was unbelievable, the fans were brilliant for them and they started really well and put us under a lot of pressure. But we defended our box well, and that is what you have got to do at times.